On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Obsess.
To fill the mind of someone continually so that one can't think of anything else.
Examples:
Obsess over her weight. He is obsessed with the fear. He's utterly obsessed with his promotion.
Mosquito.
A small flying insect whose female bites people and animals and sucks their blood, and sometimes transmits serious diseases such as malaria.
Examples:
Mosquito bite. Mosquito repellent. A stagnant water area are breeding ground for mosquitoes.
Parasite.
An organism that lives on or in another organism and benefits by deriving nutrients at the other's expense.
Examples:
Blood-sucking parasite. Parasite disease. Tapeworms are parasites that live in the intestines of humans and animals.
Villager.
A person who lives in a village or small rural community. A person who is part of a close-knit and traditional community.
Examples:
Villager community. Local villager. The rural villagers were saddened by the destruction of their homes in the natural disaster.
Bier.
A platform or framework on which a coffin or corpse is placed for burial or viewing. A stand or support for carrying a corpse during a funeral procession.
Examples:
Bier procession. Funeral bier. The mourners gathered around the bier to pay their final respects to the deceased.
Stumble.
To miss a step and fall or nearly fall, to walk unsteadily.
Examples:
Stumble financially. Stumble through life. She stumbled over the tree root.
Trait.
A particular feature of your nature.
Examples:
Chemical trait. Personality traits. Multiple genes may influence behavioral traits concurrently.
Inherit.
To receive money, property, or a title from someone after they have died.
Examples:
Inherit estate. Inherit ancestral property. After his death, his sons inherited his business.
Grandchild.
A child of someone's son or daughter.
Examples:
Grandchild-grandparent relationship. Grandchild development. The grandparents take care of their grandchild while the parents are at work.
Descendant.
Children or offspring of a specific person, plant, or animal.
Examples:
Descendant of a pioneer. Third-generation descendant. Those warriors' descendants are still skilled archers.
Excite.
To make someone feel suddenly enthusiastic or eager.
Examples:
Excite the crowd. Excite rebellion. The news of her promotion excited her.
Viol.
A stringed instrument, typically with 6 strings and frets, played with a bow, also called a viola da gamba.
Examples:
Viol instrument. Viol music. The viol player was rehearsing for an upcoming concert.
Permutation.
A rearrangement of a set of items, especially into a different order.
Examples:
A repeated permutation. A circular permutation. The mathematician was fascinated by permutations and combinations.
Perpetual.
Continuing for an extended period in the same way without stopping or being interrupted.
Examples:
Perpetual motion machine. Perpetual struggle. The company employs a perpetual inventory system.
Germ.
A very tiny living that causes the disease, a piece of something such as an organism, concept, etc., capable of growing into a new one or part of one.
Examples:
Antibiotic-resistant germ. A germ-free environment. The germ of his idea came from watching birds flying in flocks.
Heterozygous.
Possessing different alleles for a particular gene, having inherited different versions of the gene from each parent.
Examples:
Heterozygous trait. Heterozygous genotype. She inherited the genetic disorder because she is heterozygous for the mutated gene.
Homozygous.
Possessing identical alleles for a particular gene, having inherited the same version of the gene from both parents.
Examples:
Homozygous allele. Homozygous mutation. The plant displayed the trait of resistance to pests due to being homozygous for the resistant gene.
Alarming.
Causing concern or apprehension, causing a feeling of danger, harm, or emergency, unsettling or disturbing.
Examples:
Alarming news. Alarming statistics. The sudden rise in crime rates in our neighborhood is quite alarming.
Frightening.
Causing fear or alarm, or very surprising and alarming.
Examples:
Cast frightening eyes. Frightening experience. The news of the pandemic was a frightening reminder of the fragility of human health.
Relentless.
Persistent and determined, continuing despite difficulties or setbacks.
Examples:
Relentless attack. Face relentless pressure. The athlete's relentless training paid off in the end.
Dengue.
A viral disease transmitted by mosquitoes, characterized by fever, severe joint and muscle pain, and a rash.
Examples:
Dengue mosquito. Dengue outbreak. Many people in this region have contracted dengue fever from mosquito bites.
Chikungunya.
A viral infection carried by mosquitoes that causes fever and severe joint pain, often accompanied by a rash, headache, muscle pain, and fatigue.
Examples:
Chikungunya fever. Chikungunya outbreak. The chikungunya virus is transmitted to humans by mosquitoes.
Carp.
A type of freshwater fish found in many parts of the world, typically with a scaleless body, barbels around the mouth, and erect fins, to complain or find fault with something repeatedly.
Examples:
Carp fishing. Carp streamers. The fisherman showed off his biggest carp catch of the day.
Brink.
The point at which something is about to happen, the edge of a steep place.
Examples:
Brink of war. On the brink. We were on the brink of a financial crisis.
Precaution.
A measure taken in advance to prevent harm, danger, or injury, foresightfulness.
Examples:
Airborne precaution. Take extra precautions. As a precaution, the company locked all of its doors after a threat was made.
Contaminate.
To make something impure, unclean, or poisonous by contact or mixture.
Examples:
Contaminate with a disease. Contaminate his ego. We strive not to contaminate the environment when demolishing petroleum plants.
Confine.
To restrict the movement of someone or something.
Examples:
Confine themselves solely. Confine the scope of use. The animal was confined in a small cage.
Interbreed.
To breed between different species or varieties.
Examples:
Interbreed to produce hybrid offspring. Interbreed plants. Lions and tigers can interbreed to produce a liger.
Infect.
To affect a person, an animal, or a plant with a disease-causing organism.
Examples:
Infect other animal species. Infect a computer with a virus. Children often infect parents with this head cold.
Deign.
To do something that one considers beneath their dignity or status, to condescend or lower oneself to do something.
Examples:
Deign to come to his party. Deign to listen. The famous author would never deign to answer fan mail personally.
Worrisome.
causing worry, trouble, or anxiety, indicating the possible presence of danger, difficulty, or harm.
Examples:
Worrisome issue. Worrisome development. The worrisome news about the impending storm caused many people to evacuate.
Schooler.
A student who attends a school.
Examples:
A primary schooler. Schooler uniform. He often traveled abroad alone when he was in high schooler.
Terrifying.
Very frightening or intimidating.
Examples:
Terrifying experience. Terrifying events. Large earthquakes often generate terrifying tsunamis.
Vertebrate.
Relating to animals that have a backbone or spinal column, such as mammals, birds, reptiles, amphibians, and fish.
Examples:
The muscle tissue of a vertebrate. Vertebrate biology. The presence of a backbone is a defining characteristic of vertebrate animals.
Rot.
To decay, or cause something to decay, naturally and gradually.
Examples:
Begin to rot. Rot with age. Please refrigerate the meat, or it will rot.
Sabotage.
The deliberate and malicious damage, destruction, or disruption of equipment, machinery, or other property, often by someone with a particular agenda or motive. The subversion of an organization or institution by secret agents or spies.
Examples:
Active sabotage. Sabotage mission. The sabotage of the factory's equipment caused significant damage.
Grueling.
Extremely tiring or demanding great effort, especially with long duration or intensity.
Examples:
Grueling process. A grueling campaign. The marathon was a grueling test of endurance.
Meticulous.
Cautious and precise, paying great attention to detail.
Examples:
Take meticulous notes. A meticulous carpenter. She is known for her meticulous attention to detail in her work.
Overwrite.
To replace or overwrite existing data or information with new data, often in the context of computer files or software.
Examples:
Overwrite setting. Overwrite memory. Don't forget to back up your data before you overwrite any files on your computer.
Humming.
Producing a continuous, low, vibrating sound like that of the bee.
Examples:
Humming sound. Hummingbird. The humming of the bees filled the air as she walked through the garden.
Quo.
The existing state or condition of something, especially in relation to a particular situation or issue.
Examples:
Status quo politician. Quo warranto. The company has been successful in maintaining the status quo.
Amphibian.
A cold-blooded animal that can live both on land and in water.
Examples:
Amphibian species. Amphibian habitat. Scientists are concerned about the rapid decline in amphibian populations around the world.